Welcome back to Pound Still Broken. So I got the fuel line in the last video fixed up, and then I noticed that it was still leaking. Although this wasn't the leak I was looking for, it is another leak. I kept wondering, like, okay, so if I leaned it up on its side where it wasn't subjected to the leak, why would I come back and it would still be empty anyway? Well, I found it. So let's see if we can get a picture of it if I zoom out and kind of bring it in. Probably can't see it, but there's a crack in the freaking tank all the way across the back. So anyway, I told you that I had a backup unit that I have, and it happened. I was like, dang it, I'm not going to be able to find a gas tank. Well, if you can, and you probably can on eBay, then you can go ahead and replace this. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do, is how to replace the gas tank now. So when I first started thinking about doing it, I was taking off all the front stuff, and I gotta get this off and I gotta get that off, and la la la. So I kind of did more than I needed to, because it's easier than I expected. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, how to change out a gas tank on a Ryobi 790R 31cc weed whacker / does all sorts of stuff. It's a pretty neat one, really. So you can attach all sorts of stuff to it. So here we go. Alright, so the first thing you got to do is to take off this here, your choke. One thing to note about your choke, and I've got one taken apart over here, is there's not springs or anything too crazy in it that you have to worry about. So that's really good. I was worried I'd take it off and it'd jump off at me. Something crazy like that. Some of them are spring loaded. Well, this unit isn't. I would make sure that you keep all your screws in an area, I usually get a Ziploc bag and keep my screws in it. So we're just going to basically take out this screw right here. And this was a really easy job. Kind of interesting. And then I laughed at myself because my old unit, one of the parts that we tried to fix on the new unit, the old unit had it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Dang it. This is the problem with not having your camera person. I really do need to get a GoPro or something. Anyway, you just take out these two screws. I'm holding it up with my foot. You like that? That's a professional YouTubeism right there. Pound Still Broken. Alright. Get the screws off. This one seems to be really hard to unscrew by hand because of the way the washer is. It's almost like you have to unscrew it with a screwdriver the whole way. Alright. We got this off. And then what I'll do is I'll put the screws together. And then I'll see if they're the same length. And if not, then I'll kind of like put them in an order. But anyway, we don't want to lose this. And we don't want to lose the way that it goes either. So we're going to put it like that on the ground. We're going to put the washer back on it. And then we're going to place the part back how it was. There we go. Now it's ready to be put back on. Alright, now connected to this is your gas. The little lever on the forward part that makes the gas go up or down. Okay, this was really easy. You take a little needle nose plier and you just pull it up, push it down, and it falls out. And then you pull it out this way. And I basically took all that off so that it'd be easier to work on. All right, so now we got this part off. I'll probably pause the video to pull these off, but this point, we're going to take off that hose. We're going to take off that hose, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I found the easiest way to do it was to just disconnect this one from here, because it wouldn't come off. And then the other one, it just came right off. Pretty easy. Alright, so we are most of the way in now. You kind of want to keep this part clean. Sure you do. Anyway, you want to keep that part clean, so I'm just going to put it over there. And then what you'll see is inside here, sorry for putting my hands in the way, is you got 4 more screws. And you're probably starting to notice that, oh, this is gonna not be too bad, because I thought you had to take apart the whole front just to get there. Just to get to the tank. But you don't. And they do have specific screwdrivers made to do this repair job. I just don't happen to have one. And if I do, it would take me too long to figure out where it is anyway. So, just gonna do it like this. I'm kind of loosening them up a little bit because they're actually kind of hard to get loose one-handed. Oh, there we go. All right. Now I'm going to get them to the point where I can just do it with my hands. Oh, I forgot to loosen this one. Thought I'd already done that. Oh well. Alright, here we go. And I couldn't get all the fuel back out, so you'll see there's a little fuel there. So we're going to kind of pay attention to that while we do this. Make sure we don't make a mess. And then hope that there's nothing wrong with the replacement gas tank. Alright, so I'm just going to put this here. I'll put this one here. And I'm just taking them out by hand now. And these are all the same, from what I can tell. So no need to like find special spots for them or anything. Alright, then it just comes off just like that. And then next we gotta unhook stuff. So that new one that we added, we need to take off. So these two. And okay, here comes our gas. So let's try to not do that. Give me just a second, I'm gonna pause it while I do this part.